Welcome to Judeo-Christian Clarion's series on the sins of our forefathers. We want to go back to the beginning of our faith, before people said, I belong to this faith or that faith. We want to discover how we got to this point, and to do that, we must go through the decades of church history. So we ask that you listen to the whole series, the beginning to the end, and we hope that you will listen with an open mind and determine what is true and what is not. In no way is this series intended to cause anyone to doubt or fall away, but only to open hearts and minds to the truth. We think that you will be amazed at what you are about to learn. Part 13. Where are we today? And closing statements. As we saw in Part 12, at the 500th anniversary of the Reformation in 2017, that 1,500 plus people had signed an agreement with the Pope, which started back at the Ecumenical Council in 1962, that the Lutheran Church, for the sake of unity, would now recognize the Pope's purpose as it was given to the Apostle Peter to keep the Church united. But let us look at other things that have been going on to unite believers under one universal church. According to Wikipedia, the document on human fraternity for world peace and living together, also known as the Abu Dhabi Declaration or Abu Dhabi Agreement, is a joint statement signed by Pope Francis of the Catholic Church and Sheikh Ahmed al-Tayyib, Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, on the 4th of February 2019 in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. According to Vatican News, an appeal for peace was signed in Rome by Pope Francis and by leaders of world religions gathered at the International Prayer Meeting for Peace. No one is saved alone. Peace and fraternity. According to CNA, in October 2020, Pope Francis was joined by representatives of the world's major religions in his appeal for peace in the Campidoglio Square designed by Michelangelo. The Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Sikh, and Buddhist representatives each gave speeches, lit a candle in a candelabrum, and signed a scroll containing an appeal for peace. Candles were lit in the basilica as the Christians prayed together for peace in Afghanistan, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Iraq, Libya, Nigeria, Central African Republic, Somalia, Syria, Ukraine, Yemen, and the Holy Land. On the surface, you may say, I see nothing wrong with any of this. But that is what it is supposed to look like. But that is not the goal. We would like to end this series by saying this. After Yeshua's victory on the cross, these last 2,000 years, we have seen an attempt by Satan to push forward his agenda that goes all the way back to the Garden of Eden. Satan's only goal is to have his own kingdom and have people bow down to him and call him a god. The book of Revelation speaks about two beasts who will come. One will be a world religious system. One will be a global government. As we hope that you have seen from this series that all throughout history, the Christian faith has been changed. It no longer is the faith of Yeshua and his disciples. It no longer is the faith of our forefathers. It no longer is the faith of even Martin Luther and the Reformation. And tomorrow, it will not even look like it does today. Today, all religions are being brought together under the guise of peace, and everyone, once again, has changed their doctrine. No matter if you are Baptist or Lutheran or even Catholic. No matter if you are Hindu or Buddhist or Mormon. We have seen over the centuries religion and politics mixing, as if Yeshua was an activist who got involved in the Roman government in his day. No. He went about saving souls, and we should stick to spreading the gospel also. But as we saw in this series, it wasn't about the gospel really, but about wealth and power, as we saw with the Crusades and the Papal States, and even in the book of Revelation. In 2022, the One World Religion headquarters is set to open. It will be called the Abrahamic Family House. It is being built on an island in the city of Abu Dhabi. There will be 3 buildings, one representing the mosque, another the church, and the last the synagogue, all for the sake of peace and unity. This is what so many of the 21 ecumenical councils were all about, to have only one church, with only one doctrine, except their doctrine is not in line with Yeshua's or his apostles. We must come back to the truth of God's Word. With so many changes throughout time, it is almost unrecognizable. But after all of these centuries, finally it has been accomplished. Almost all religions and denominations, and all political leaders, all stand in line with the Pope, the Bishop of Rome. This will be the final return of the Holy Roman Empire, with its leader receiving the blessings of the Pope. This may be hard for some to accept, but church history is not hidden. It is there for all to see, and if we take the time to study the Scriptures as a whole, we will see that it all lines up to tell the truth. For more information on this subject, we hope that you will go to our website and read our 2 brochures on Mystery Babylon and Social Justice, and listen to our podcast Clarion Call on Fleeing Babylon and Do We Need Another Great Awakening?